Let us pause for a moment. In today's world, everything feels uncertain. Jobs disappear suddenly. Security feels fragile. The future feels unclear. So a simple question arises. Can the Bhagavad Gita still guide us in today's life? To understand this, let us listen to the story of a young man named Aarav. Aarav is an ordinary man. He has a job, responsibilities, dreams. He is not careless. He works hard. He wants to do well in life. But there is one thing that never leaves him: fear. Every morning, Aarav checks his phone. News about layoffs, messages from work, market updates. Before the day even begins, his mind is already tired. At work, he performs well, but inside, a question keeps repeating. What if I lose my job? Because of this fear, Aarav postpones life. He avoids travel. He delays joy. He tells himself, later. Later, when things are stable. Later, when life is secure. But stability never fully comes. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. Life keeps moving forward. Aarav keeps worrying. Outwardly, Aarav looks fine. But inside, he is always tense, always alert, always preparing for the worst. He is surviving, but not really living. And then, one day, something happens. A colleague passes away suddenly. Same age, same routine, same daily stress. No warning. That evening, Aarav sits alone, laptop open, work pending, and a deep question rises in his heart. If life can end so suddenly, what have I been doing all these years? Why am I so afraid when nothing is truly permanent? For the first time, Aarav does not try to escape this question. A few days later, Aarav visits a temple, not to ask for anything, not to pray for success, just to sit quietly. There, he notices a book, the Gita. He opens it casually and reads a line that feels strangely personal. The Gita says, "You have the right to your actions, but not to the results of those actions." Aarav pauses. All this time he was working hard, but he was also carrying fear about results, a burden that was never meant to be his. The Gita does not say, stop working. It says, stop attaching your peace to outcomes. Aarav realizes, doing his duty is important. Living in fear is not. For the first time, he understands the difference between responsibility and attachment. Nothing outside changes immediately. The job is still uncertain, the world is still unstable. But Aarav changes. He works sincerely, but stops imagining disaster. He starts living the present moment. Aarav begins to enjoy small things: a simple meal, a quiet walk, a conversation with family. Resources are limited. Time is limited. Yet life feels fuller because he is finally present. One evening, Aarav sits quietly. No phone in his hand, no urgency in his mind. And he speaks to himself, slowly. I spent so much time being afraid. But what did that fear really give me? Did it protect my future? Did it stop uncertainty? No. All it did was take away my peace, and silently take away my time. He pauses. Every day that passed in fear was a day not fully lived. Then another thought arises, calmer, clearer. Anything can happen tomorrow. I don't control that. I can prepare, I can try, but I cannot govern life itself. So why do I exhaust myself trying to control what was never in my hands? A gentle acceptance settles in. Let life and time take their course. I will do my karma today. I will give my best today. And today, I will live peacefully. Because after all, I do not know what tomorrow holds. This is not just Aarav's story. It is the story of many of us. We worry about jobs. We fear the future. We postpone life. The Gita gently reminds us, do your duty sincerely. Accept uncertainty calmly. Live fully today. The Gita is not something distant or ancient. It speaks softly to people living this life with pressure, uncertainty, and fear. It reminds us that even when nothing is guaranteed, we can still choose how we live today, with responsibility, with awareness, with peace. This is not about escaping life. It is about living it fully. This is the quiet way of Dharma. This is the path of conscious living.